Welcome to Dr. Charles Speaks, a podcast for now. You've joined us for a special series of transformational talks, selected exclusively from Dr. Charles's corporate success calls. The 15-minute calls are designed to encourage leaders, activate your thought life, and prepare you for the challenges ahead. Dr. Charles joins every call with a blend of his personal experiences, his expertise as a John Maxwell certified mentor and coach, and of course, his more than 30 years of exceptional experience in both corporate America and ministry. Get motivated with Dr. Charles Speaks, a transformational talk from the Red Line on today's podcast, inspiring excellence and generating results.
Good day, my friends, and let's make it a great day. This is Dr. Charles. It's a pleasure to have another opportunity to share with you and to do my best to inspire you and continue to challenge you along your personal journey. I'm excited about the day. I've been reading the book by John Maxwell, Intentional Living. I certainly recommend you buying the book if you don't have it already. And this particular subject today that I want to just take some of the highlights and expound on is putting other people first. You know, I've been all about in my podcasts and discussions about putting other people first in the mindset and attitude and leadership as a servant leader. And that has been my message, a positive message that changes the phrase from what about me to what about others. And it takes the selfishness out of it. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy to shift, to go from thinking of just yourself to thinking of putting others first. And, you know, with my background in the church community as well as in corporate America, being a servant leader is what I strive to be. And that's what I've been asking you, my listeners, to consider, to take the emphasis so much off of ourselves and put it on other people and putting them first. Because none of us can really claim to have done anything alone. And we're going to need people, we're going to need others, and we should value them because the people that are in our lives, they have something uniquely special about them as well. And we're all uniquely made, and we all have various talents and various things that we can contribute positively in this world, in our community, on our job, wherever we may go, we can make a difference. You know, you hear in the church community, let this light of ours shine, let the world see it. It's not about in a selfish perspective, but from one of a servanthood and being able to share and make the best of our situations, but at the same time, considering those that are around us and contributing in a positive way to make other people better. In the corporate world, we've always said that there's two things that makes it go, and that is the drive for results, and that is, secondly, to make others around us better. It is so important that those two go hand in hand because I've said it before, it's worth saying again, in of ourselves, we simply cannot get it all done. We cannot be the maximum that we are called to be without the assistance and help of others. And so therefore, we want to be valued as leaders, and I think we should in turn value others that we serve because it's essential for anyone who wants to transition from the personal success to transitioning to significance and living a life that truly matters. Because I want you to understand that we need others and that we should value others. And so when you hear the word significance and how we can provide significance, what does that mean? Significance is really all about what we can do for others. Now think about that, all what we can do, because it's going to take all of us to make a difference in this world. Because at the end of the day, my friends, people who matter most are fully aware that everyone else matters too. Let me say that again. People who matter most are aware that everyone else matters too. And that's the point that I want to make because putting others first is about servanthood and being a leader servant leader. And so when you think about intentional living and putting people first, and we think about leaving a legacy and being significant, living a life of significance, significance is always about others. And when you can change your thinking from what am I going to receive, what am I going to get out of it, to what am I going to give, then what happens is that your entire life begins to turn around. And I think that's key. When you take the focus off of yourself and put it on the others, you're going to see a change. Because number two, if we want to achieve significance in this world that we live in, then we need to become the word more intentional about getting beyond ourselves and putting other people first. It sounds really? Yeah, really, Dr. Charles. That's what I'm saying, is that putting others first. I understand that. And you hear the expression, what we sow is what we reap. And when we sow things of positive things, they have a way of coming back to us in a positive way. And the reality is that there's something about it. If you sow seeds of positivity, they have a way of expanding and growing and making for a more plenteous result of positivity. Now, the same goes for that on the flip side of it. If you sow seeds of negativity, and you'll see more negativity evolve in your life. And so when you think about the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, that is so important, because when you think about how you want to be valued and how you want to be treated, you'll change your mindset, because what you put out is what you're going to get back in return. That's really what I'm saying here. And when you think about that, you want to attract positive, so you want to give out positive. And I do know that we live in a negative world from time to time. You hear negative things, but it's how you respond. And you could either react to negative situations, or you can simply respond. And that is the key. And so the bottom line is that people of significance, what they do is they value people. And not only that, they can see the potential significance in each person. And when you look in the mirror, you see yourself, right? But when you look at others, try to look for the positive things and highlight those things and encourage people and inspire people. Because that's what I say on every discussion, is that I'm here to inspire. I'm here to motivate you to do the same. And I know that we all have good days, in between days, bad days. But then the key is, don't stay on the bad days. Don't stay on the negativity, but get yourself back up and get back to thinking positive and having positive intent in all that we do and all that we say. Zig Ziglar, his lesson he talked about, he said this. He said, care about others and help them get what they want. Now, you think about that. Care about others and help them get what they want. I know this goes against the grain with some of the people, the way they think today, but when you really help others, not tying anything to it, just doing it out of the kindness of your heart, then you'll see that if it's not them doing something nice for you, maybe they pass on the word or give a recommendation for you. Maybe they tell someone about all of the good things that you're doing and saying, and then that person reaches out to you, and then all of a sudden, you get a call, you get an invite, you get recognized, and little did you know, the little thing that you did for that person, they passed it on. And that's how it works. It's kind of like in the restaurant business. You find a great place to eat and you tell other people about it. That's a great place. Well, why? What makes it a great place? Because they provide great service, and the food, the quality is great, and the atmosphere is wonderful, and you want to check it out. Well, as we we go about being positive and as we go about doing good things, then our reputation and our name goes before us as someone as a good person, a person that doesn't mind helping out, a person that is looking out for our best interests. And so that's who we are, and it multiplies. Now, on the other side of that, it can be on a negative thing too, because taking the same analogy in a restaurant, you have poor service, then the person leaves that experience and tells at least 10 other people, anybody that passes by, you don't want to go to that restaurant. The service is poor. The atmosphere is not good. It's just not a good place to eat. The food is terrible. Then all of a sudden, no one wants to go there. They're staying away from there, and it's ingrained in their minds, no matter what changes that the restaurant made to get better, you've already heard about the experience from someone else who had a bad experience. So it works on the positive side, and it works as well on the negative side. But I'm encouraging you today to put other people first and to be positive about those people and the things that you have to say about them and the things that you want to help them with. It's just about being the best that you can be, and then it just rubs off on other people. Because one thing for sure, when you're positive and you're talking positive, then you're going to draw other positive people to you. But as I say on the flip side, if you're negative and you're talking negative, you can be sure that you'll gather a crowd of negative people, and that will be what you'll be a part of. And so your thinking from what's in it for me to what I can do for others, it makes all of the difference. And those that take part of this and say, okay, I'm going to try it, Dr. Charles, I guarantee you'll see some positive results. You just keep about doing good and saying good things and encouraging others and motivating others. You're going to see it change for the better. As I've said, it's not easy to shift to go from thinking of yourself first to thinking of others first. But I believe if you start within your own inner circle and then you expand that to strangers, the people that you don't even know, and you'll see that it will make a difference. I know it will. Continue to use your gifts. Continue to use what you have that has made you a positive person, and put the focus on putting others first versus me attitude of coming in first. I know to make a change. I know I shifted years ago, and I'm getting better at it, and I'm not perfect, but I'm looking out for others and trying to do the best I can in making that contribution of positive leadership. And I want you to, because when we lead to bring out the very best in others. For what? Outstanding results, because we're all about doing things in an outstanding way. And so when we lead, our intent, our goal, our objective is to bring out the very best in others. And if you haven't heard anything I've said or haven't bought into this intentional living and putting other people first, at least get that out and start off your day on a positive note. Because as you start out your day, I have the question, are you wondering what you will reap, or are you wondering what you will sow? Remember, the reaping is always greater than the sowing. You know the analogy, you plant a little seed in the ground, it's going to grow and it's going to be bigger than the seed that you planted. And that's what it's all about. What contribution can you and I make today that we could make the rest of the week that is having a mindset of putting people first? Are you waiting for others to do something for you? Or are you busy looking for something to do for others? Let's take that latter part, being busy about looking to do something for others. I'm telling you, you'll be blessed, and it will work out for you. I want to thank you for listening in on today, and I hope this message has helped you think about it. No matter how you feel, no matter where you're sitting today, things could be worse. But if you want to make a positive contribution, you can start today by paying respect to someone else by putting them first. Thank you, and God bless you. I look forward to the next time you've been listening to Dr. Charles.
Thank you for listening to Dr. Charles Speaks. Visit drcharlesred.com for booking info for your ministry, business, or leadership team. Get info about the Red Line, a 15-minute corporate success call each Monday morning with Dr. Charles. Follow Dr. Charles on all social media at Dr. Charles Red. Subscribe to the podcast here for every episode of Dr. Charles Speaks. Thanks for joining us. Like Dr. Charles always says, no matter what, never, never, never give up. Until next time.